Ladies and gentlemen, Principal Judy McNeil, Directors Mike Back and Jeff Pollock, and the staff of Walton High School are proud to present the 2014 Walton High School Marching Raider Band. This year, drum majors Rachel Cornell, Elizabeth Fricky, Gina Kim, and Catherine Roddy lead the band as we perform Compass Rose, featuring Sinsamaya by Sylvester Reveltis, The Seal Lullaby by Eric Whitaker, Pollock by Jeff Beal, and Pentium by Peter Graham. Please welcome your 2014 Walton High School Marching Raider Band.
folks, don't forget you can help support the band that's going to the Rose Bowl this year by purchasing your Walton Raider Marching Band 50/50 raffle tickets. You may have time to still buy one, but it's just about over. Big thanks to the Valley View sponsor tonight, Righteous Q Barbecue. Also, the t-shirts tonight are being given out by Cactus Car Wash. And since the robotics team is not around, they're away at a competition. I understand Supergirl and Superman will be giving out Cactus Car Wash t-shirts. Since tomorrow's Raider Day at Cactus Car Wash, if you catch one of the VIP t-shirts, you win a free car wash every month for the 2014 school year, every time you wear it. Come see what it means to get your car cactus clean tomorrow, and go Raiders! Next week is Safety Appreciation Week at Walton, October 6th through October 12th. We want to give a big thank you to the public safety folks that worked the game tonight, the law enforcement officers, and the ambulance crew. Also, please mark your calendars for 3 unique sporting events coming to Walton early next year. The Raiders will be hosting 3 NCAA collegiate lacrosse games right here in the Valley. Look for details on Raider Vision throughout the game, or log on to waltonlax.org for more information. All right, the teams are back on the field.
All right, we're back from halftime, getting ready to start the second half of play. Pope leading Walton 31-21. The Greyhounds will kick it off. Walton will have the football to start the second half. And I'll give you some halftime stats here in just a moment. Walton very fortunate to be in the position they're in, only down by 10. A touchdown on the final play of the first half from Josh White to Sam Letton, 28 yards. Brought Walton back to within 10. Here is the kickoff, and it's going to be taken by Taquar Stewart at the 5-yard line. Stewart comes to the near sideline, now cuts back up the middle. There's a flag that comes in at about the 26-yard line, and Stewart is brought down at the 25.
Taquar Stewart returns the kick out to the 25. There's a flag on the play. Dylan Ziegers on the tackle.
This is going to be a hold. It's going to go against the Raiders, so that'll back them up.
10 yards from the spot of foul.
Pope had 302 total yards in the first half to just 167 for the Raiders. 175 of those yards for Pope came through the air. Taylor Wolf was 13 of 15 for 175 yards. Carson Day, 7 catches, 105 yards in the first half for the Greyhounds. Give you some Walton numbers here in just a moment. Brooks is in there at tailback. Up under center is Josh White. He'll hand it off to Brooks. The ball is loose. It's on the ground. And the Greyhounds might have gotten on top of that football. They're going to say it's Walton football. Walton somehow able to get on top of the ball and retain possession. The ball popped out, and I think it was Brooks who was able to get back on top of it. So not the way you want to start the second half. Already trailing by 10, second down and 12. And we've got a whistle, and flags come in. And this is going to back the Raiders up 5 more yards. So Walton has to get to the 25-yard line for a first down. The ball spotted at looks like the 8-yard line. So second down and 17. And now we got another flag before the ball is snapped. This one might go against the Greyhounds. It does. So we'll get those 5 yards back. It'll be second down and 12.
5 yards against the Greyhounds.
Josh White up under center. One-man split wide to each side. And he'll pitch it to Brooks. Brooks looks for blocking. Brooks out across the 20-yard line. A nice run that time by KK Brooks. Gets very near the first down marker.
Brooks out to the 25-yard line. Tackled by Chipper Smith, number 35, and Hunter Poole, number 30.
It is good enough for a first down, so a pickup of 12 for Brooks. And they'll hand it off on the delay to Brooks once again. This time he is met at the line of scrimmage and is going to be pushed back for a loss of about a yard. It'll be second down and about 11.
Loss of 1 on the play, second and 11.
Cole Watts checks into the ball game for the Raiders. White in the pistol formation. He'll take the snap and drop straight back. He is looking to the right side and had a man open. Had 2 men in the area. I think he was going for Davis Pigeon, but the ball was overthrown. And we're going to have a holding penalty against the Raiders.
Josh White's pass is incomplete, intended for Davis Pigeon. Flag on the play. Holding against the Raiders.
Pete English working on the flies, just hired on a couple associate producers up here in the booth. And he's going to turn over controls to them. So here we go, third down and 11. The penalty was declined. Big third down here for the Raiders. White once again drops back. He's flushed out of the pocket. White is going to have to try to get the first down himself. He is going to be shoved out of bounds, short of a first down over there. And the Raiders will send on the punting unit.
Carries out to the 33, short of the first down. Tackled by Dylan Zegers, number 15.
Halftime in Moultrie, Georgia. Colquitt leading Lowndes 28-21 in a big Region 1 matchup. Wheeler is leading Roswell 14-7. You heard that right. Wheeler leading Roswell in the third quarter 14-7. Raiders go to the rugby-style punt. The kick is away. It hits at about the 35-yard line and is going to roll dead. Or I'm sorry, the 26-yard line, rolls dead at about the 31.
At the 31-yard line. Tonight's raffle is over. The winning 50-50 raffle ticket number is 845.
Cherokee leading Woodstock 21-14. That one in the third quarter. Another Region 1 matchup. It is Tift County leading Lee County at halftime, 21-17. Lee County, a new member of Region 1 down there in South Georgia. I told you the Milton Etowah score. Two teams remaining on Walton's schedule this year. It's Milton 31-0 in the second quarter. That score is not refreshed. North Paulding all over Harrison at halftime, 35-7 in a Region 4 matchup. Big matchup in Gwinnett County tonight. Norcross and North Gwinnett. I just lost it. I had it right in front of me for a moment. Got to find it again. It is Norcross 14, North Gwinnett 7. That one in the third quarter. You do not often see a third quarter score with North Gwinnett and North Gwinnett only having 7 points. They are a high octane offense. There's a handoff and the ball's loose on the ground. On the first play by the Greyhounds, the ball hits the turf, and Pope is able to get back on top of it. So a big break for the Greyhounds. They brought a big crowd here tonight. And if you were watching in the first half, this stadium, of course, is called Raider Valley. The Pope fans were chanting Greyhound Valley. And you know what? That's what it was in the first half because Pope dominated in the first half. Wolf goes to the air. That one is going to be short, incomplete. A flag comes in late, right near the line of scrimmage, and we may have had some extracurricular stuff between these two neighborhood rivals. All indications right now are this one is going to go against Pope as they are retreating. This may be a hold. Nope. That is
illegal shot block is the call against Pope.
A chop block against the Greyhounds. Chop block, if you're not familiar, is you cannot engage a defensive player both high and low. So in other words, if he's already engaged high with the defensive player is already engaged high with one of the offensive linemen, another man cannot come in and hit him low. So Pope gets flagged for the chop block. It's going to be second down and I believe 23. Let's see where they end up spotting this. Ball is going to be spotted all the way back at the 13-yard line. And they've got to get to the 41. So second down and 28 for the Greyhounds. Walton defense needs all the help they can get. They did not have a lot of success against this Pope offense in the first half. There is some pressure on the quarterback. He's going to get the ball away. And over the middle, almost caught, broken up at the last second by Ryan Rogie. And the intended receiver that time for the Greyhounds was number 12. That's Joshua Lowe. He's been one of the main targets all night long. Here's the replay. You can see the pressure on Taylor Wolf. Throws it sort of up for grabs there. That was an opportunity for an interception by the Raiders, but we'll take the pass breakup by Ryan Rogie, and it's going to be third down and 28 for the Greyhounds. You know, we've always got former Raiders here at the game, watching in person. Saw Brent Goolsby at halftime, a guy who went on to play at Georgia Tech. There's a pass intended down the left sideline. It's going to be incomplete. And that is going to be a fourth down and long for the Pope Greyhounds. So another friend from back in the day here at halftime. We got people watching online as well. I want to thank my old friend Suzanne Adams. She's now Suzanne Quinlan, for her kind words. She's watching online. Here is the punt by the Greyhounds. They get it away, and it's going to be a pretty good kick. It's going to send KK Brooks tumbling back at his own 46-yard line is where he fields that one, and Walton will have pretty good field position here and see if they can get something going here. They did not look too good with that first possession. So Raiders have the football now. They will fake a couple of handoffs. Josh White looking downfield. He's going to get rid of the football, and that one is very fortunate that it was not picked off. It was intended for KK Brooks. It was thrown short, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Chipper Smith on the coverage. 2nd down.
So here we go. 2 men split wide to the right side for the Raiders. 1 man wide left. There's the pitch to Brooks. Brooks is looking for running room. He's across midfield. KK Brooks is driving towards that 1st down marker. Got it to the 46-yard line of Pope, but that's going to be a couple of yards short of a 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Raiders.
8-yard pickup, 3rd and short for the Raiders.
Texting with Kurt Schreiner at halftime. He predicted a Walton comeback victory. I hope he's right. There's a handoff to KK Brooks. Does a good job to make one tackler miss in the backfield, but not able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he lost about a yard. It's going to be 4th down and about 3. And let's see what the Raiders do here. They have not sent the punting unit on yet. So it looks like they're going to go for it. Walton with a big gamble here. Early in the 3rd quarter, 7:35 left to play in the 3rd quarter. White in the pistol formation, takes the snap, looks left, now right, and that pass is broken up. A fantastic play over there by the Pope defender. That is Taylor Wadilove coming up to make the big play. You'll see it here again. And that was Bailey Wolf, the intended receiver. Wadilove has had a fantastic ball game so far for the Greyhounds. So the ball is turned over on downs. It'll be Pope football at their own 47-yard line. Carson Day in motion. They'll hand it off to Terry. Terry with a nice move, breaks a tackle. Now he's flushed outside to the right sideline. He's going to be dragged down, and he gets across midfield to the 46-yard line. The chain gang doesn't quite have it together tonight. They started to move the chains thinking it was a 1st down. It's a pickup of about 6, maybe 7. So we'll call it 2nd down and 3. Ball spotted just inside the Walton 46. And they've got to get to the 43-yard line for a 1st down. There is the handoff to Terry. Terry is going to dive forward for the 1st down. And slow to get up right there at midfield. Trainer's already headed out there. I think it might be Amani Parker. He was shaken up in the first half, had to miss some time. And I think he's trying to tell the training staff he's going to stay in the football game, but the official says no dice. You're going to have to come out. So Amani Parker able to get over to the sideline. He's got that left ankle heavily taped, and it looked like that's what he was favoring as he limped off the field. So 1st down and 10 for the visiting Greyhounds, wearing all white tonight. They will throw that slant route again, and tackled immediately by KK Brooks is Joshua Lowe.
Pass complete to Joshua Lowe, number 12. KK Brooks on the tackle.
Ball spotted now at the Walton 36-yard line. And they've got to get to the 32, so we'll say 2nd down and 4 now. Down under 6 minutes left to play, 3rd quarter. Pope leading by 10 and on the move. Wolf fakes the handoff, looking downfield again. He's got low, and it's incomplete, and K.K. Brooks did a fantastic job to recover on that play. He was beaten initially and made up ground in just enough time to break up that play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. And, it's not easy. Even a guy with K.K. Brooks' ability to play both ways at tailback and cornerback. He's given this team everything he's got. Another big play for the Walton defense. There is a handoff. It's Carson Day. He gets outside, and he's going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A big play by the Walton defense. You'll see the replay here, and looks like it is Ryan Rogie. Ryan Rogie coming up to make the big stop. 4th down now for the Greyhounds. Five minutes, 12 seconds left. Clock ticking here in the 3rd quarter.
Number 1, Graydons are misty into punt for Pope.
Pope lines up to punt the football away. And they're going to try to see if they can pin Walton deep here. Whistles come in as the ball is snapped. And let's see what we've got. It's going to be a delay of game against the Greyhounds. That'll back them up 5 yards. So Pope lines up once again to punt the football away. The kick is away. And they are going to be able to down it. Now, they down it at about the 11, but they might have been able to let that thing roll even deeper. So potentially a break there for the Raiders. They'll get the football 1st down and 10 at their own 11-yard line with 4:39 left to go. Here comes the Walton Raider offense. They're going with twins to each side. Single setback is K.K. Brooks with Josh White. White's going to throw the quick pass out to Brooks, and it is incomplete. Pope jumps on it in case the refs consider it a lateral. It was not. It was a forward pass, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Dylan Ziegers on the coverage.
So 2nd down and 10, same formation, 2 men split wide to each side. This time they'll hand it off to Brooks, and Brooks is stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. In fact, lost a couple of yards.
K.K. Brooks met immediately.
The Pope Greyhounds came to play football tonight. They do have an injured player down on the field, though.
Royce, number 26. Check that, 46.
So we'll have a little bit of injury time here.
Shaking up on the play.
And we'll try to get you updated on some of these other scores. I told you I was going to give you some. Now, these are certainly not current stats because these were the halftime numbers. I gave you most of the numbers for Pope. They were very impressive offensively in the first half. Walton ran the ball in the first half 13 times for 60 yards. They had 167 total yards of offense. Josh White was 9 of 16 for 107 yards through the air, but he did have the 1 interception to go along with the 1 touchdown. K.K. Brooks in the first half, 7 carries for 47 yards. And it was Bailey Wolf with 5 receptions for 58 yards in that first half, most of them coming on that final drive, moving the football. Wolf was lined up out wide to the left and kept catching those 8 to 10 yard passes along the left sideline and getting out of bounds quickly. Sam Letton with 2 catches for 37 yards, and the big one, of course, was the 28-yard reception on the final play of the first half for a touchdown that got Walton back to within 10. And that's where we are now, 31-21. Pope on top. Back to the action here, 3rd down and 12 now for the Raiders. They've got to get to the 21-yard line for a first down. 2 men split wide to each side. This time White will roll out left. He sets up, looking downfield, and he's got a man, but it's incomplete. It was thrown short, and the intended receiver that time was Jack Hoskin. So Walton will send on the punting unit, and Pope sets up to receive, and they should have good field position. It's going to be Carson Day and Patrick Burke back deep to receive. And they're going to set up inside Walton territory at about the 45-yard line. Walton needs a big play from either special teams or on defense. They signal for a fair catch, and he's going to make a sliding catch there at the 40-yard line. That was Patrick Burke. So Pope is going to have outstanding field position with the football. 4 minutes, 3 seconds left to play in the third quarter, and the Greyhounds lead it by 10. Pete's associate producer is doing a fantastic job producing this broadcast right here in the third quarter. Wolf will hand it off to Terry. Terry with a nice spin move. We used to see that a lot here at Raider Valley back when Tyron Jones was carrying the football.
Brian Terry is tackled after a gain of about 3 by number 22, Joey Goodman, and number 21.
Pickup of about 3 yards for Terry.
Second down from the 37, so 2nd and 7.
There's the handoff to Terry once again around the left side. He's got about 3 or 4 more yards. He's going to be short of a first down. They've got to get to the 30 to pick up a first down.
Brian Terry on the carry, tackled by Amani Parker, number 33. Will bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Greyhounds.
So things happen fast up here in the broadcast booth at Raider Valley. You get 2 new associate producers hired on the spot at halftime. Georgia Norman, Madison Simmons doing a fantastic job. Pete will archive this broadcast. They'll be able to go back and watch their work. There is a first down pickup that time by the Greyhounds inside the 30-yard line of Walton, down to the 27-yard line.
Ryan Terry carries for a first down. Pope, Christian Sullivan and Ryan Rogie on the tackles. First down from the 27-yard line.
.223 left to play third quarter, and another flag will come in as Walton was drawn offsides. That'll give Pope 5 yards. It'll be first down and 5.
Offside against the Raiders.
Got a Region 5 score for you. Cherokee leading Woodstock 28-14. That one's in the third quarter. Those 2 teams still remain on Walton's schedule. Wolf looking downfield, and that is going to be a Pope touchdown as Joshua Lowe makes the reception and comes down in the end zone, and Pope increases their lead. Now, this Pope team gave up, I can't remember if it was 61 or 62 points last week. Would have been very easy for them to give up on their season and just come in here hanging their heads. And they have put on a show here tonight. Pope fans, the students especially, rubbing it in over there, chanting, "This is our house now." So the extra point is good, and it's now 38-21. Pope leading Walton by 17. Now we've seen, I believe it was last year, the Walton-Wheeler game. Walton made an incredible comeback to tie the football game late, send it into overtime, and then ended up winning the game in overtime. So we've seen comebacks of this margin happen before. Certainly not over yet, but it's getting late for the Raiders. They're going to have to get some stops on defense and start getting some touchdowns when they have the football. And we'll see if they can do that as they get the football back here. My scoreboard still shows Wheeler leading Roswell in the third quarter, 14-7. I think just about everyone would consider that a major upset. This kickoff is going to be short, and Taquar Stewart comes up to take it at the 15. He's across the 20, 25, and he's going to be driven out of bounds at about the 29-yard line, and that is where Walton will have the football, first down and 10 for this possession with 1:57 left to go here in the third quarter. It is time to go to work. Colquitt is now leading Lowndes 38-27. I don't know what quarter that is. That is a big-time Region 1 matchup. White drops back, looking down the middle. Got a man open. It's complete across the 50, 40, 30, 25, 20. And KK Brooks is going to be caught from behind as he crosses the 15-yard line, and they will mark him down at the 11. And that was a big connection from Josh White to KK Brooks.
Number 10, KK Brooks. All the way down to the Pope 11-yard line.
Chain gang working hard to get caught up here. They had a long way to go that time. Chain gang doesn't work as fast as the Walton offense. That was a big pickup, and the Walton Raiders needed it. There's a pitch to Brooks. Brooks left side across the 10. He's inside the 5. Brooks is down to the 2-yard line, and that is very close to a first down. It looks like he's going to be just a bit short, but there is a flag back here on the 8. And it looks like we will have a holding penalty, I believe, against the Raiders. Nope, it's going to be the illegal chop block. Or that might be a block below the waist. So, not what the Raiders needed. You've still got a chance to get back in this football game. Right now, trailing by 17. It is going to be first down. And they've got to get it down inside the 2 for the first down. There is a play-action pass. Josh White is hit in the backfield. He's able to shake that one tackler, throws it across the middle, intended for Davis Pigeon, but the ball was low, and it hit the ground, and Pigeon is not happy.
Josh White's pass incomplete, intended for Davis Pigeon.
Pigeon wanted that ball thrown where he could catch it, and he was very visibly upset. Did everything he could to come up with it. So second down and long now for the Raiders. There is a fake handoff. White is wrapped up in the backfield, tries to throw the football. He's already down, and they're going to mark him down. He tried to pitch it back to Garrett Eldred. So what was a very, very promising situation after the long pass connection from Josh White to KK Brooks has taken a few steps backwards here, and it's now third down and very, very long. The ball spotted at the 27-yard line. They've got to get inside the 2. So third down and 25, maybe 26 for the first down. White again on the play action. He is looking for a receiver. He's going to run it himself. Josh White is going to be hit at the 20 and gets inside the 20. They'll wind the clock. He's at the 18-yard line. It's going to be fourth down now. Down by 17. If you're thinking tie, you need a field goal at some point. But despite that, it looks like the Raiders are going to try to line up and run a play here. All right, they will call a timeout. So Walton calls timeout. The ball is at the Pope 18-yard line, fourth down. That's the end of the third quarter. They signaled timeout. That's receivers coach Joe Goydish pleading with the officials. I think maybe some time ran off the clock. So we are headed to the fourth quarter with Walton trailing Pope by 17 points, 38-21 the score. The Greyhounds looking for their first win on the season. And it's going to take a big fourth quarter comeback by the Raiders to keep the Greyhounds winless. Good shot of the Walton student section there. They're still having fun despite the score of this game. So Walton will line up for the field goal try. It's going to be a 35-yard attempt. High snap, and the kick is up, and it is no good, wide right.
Field goal is no good. Hope will take over.
Again, I'd love to get you the number of the holder. It might be Benton Poor, number 18, but he did a phenomenal job to catch that high snap and set the ball up, and the kick was just wide right. I don't think the snap was a factor. It was just a tad wide to the right. So the score stands. Pope 38, Walton 21. The Greyhounds will have the football first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line with 11:56 left to go in the football game. They keep it on the ground. Brian Terry is hit immediately and dropped for a 2-yard loss.
Brian Terry tackled by Davis Pigeon, number 81. Loss on the play.
So second down and about 11, maybe 12 for the Greyhounds as they line up here. They send Carson Day in motion. They'll hand it off to Terry. Terry once again is hit right at the line of scrimmage. In fact, he loses another yard or two, I believe. So it's going to be third down and long.
Brian
Pope seems content to just run the clock here. They're not worried necessarily so much about picking up a first down. It does not appear. It seems like they're confident that this 17-point lead is going to be able to hold. And we got another Walton injury.
Davis Pigeon shaking up on the play.
It's Davis Pigeon. And this team cannot afford any more injuries. So while we've got some time here, I'll give you some more scores from other games around the state. Looks like Valdosta is leading Camden County 13-10. And again, I don't have the time of the game, where that is in the ball game. Hillgrove is shutting out North Cobb 21-0 in the third quarter. Davis Pigeon is up and walking off the field under his own power. So that is good to see. He wants to stay in the ball game, but he's got to come out. McEachern leading Marietta in the third quarter, 21-16. That game probably a little tighter than I think a lot of people expected. Colquitt 38, Lowndes 27. Down there in Region 1, Wheeler, it still says 14-7. Pope going for it here. Third down and about 14. Wolf is flushed out of the pocket. He's going to have to go down. He thought about throwing the football, but he'd gotten past the line of scrimmage, and so he just safely slides down. And it's going to be fourth down, so the Greyhounds will punt it back to the Raiders.
It's Tuba time.
Tuba solo time here at Raider Valley. These guys don't get a lot of moments to shine, but this is their moment. Low snap is picked up, might have been partially blocked, and the fair catch is taken at the Walton 48-yard line by KK Brooks. So the Raiders with great field position, but 10 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in this one, and they trail by 17. They're going to have to score and score quickly and then get the football back. And depending on how quickly they're able to score, if they're able to, we may see an onside kick here. First things first, though, score. White looks down the middle. He throws it up. It is Bailey Wolf down there. Bailey Wolf makes the grab inside the 15-yard line. The ball comes out at the end of the play, but I believe the reception was already made. Are the officials saying incomplete? It looked like he came down with the football, and they are saying incomplete. I thought Wolf had that football, but he's not really putting up much of an argument, so it was a good effort. White looks left. It is complete to Wolf. Wolf will head towards the sideline. The official says, nope, keep the clock rolling. Wolf did not get out of bounds, and he didn't get the first down either. Ball spotted at the 45 of Pope. Raiders line up, ready to go. Third down and about 3. White looks left again, and he's going to try to run it. He's able to shake one tackler, and he gets close to the first down, but he's not there. It's going to be fourth down in inches now. Fourth down and maybe a half yard.
Looks like it's fourth and short for the Raiders.
So White will keep it on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to have plenty of yards for the first down as they will spot it down just, might be right at the 40-yard line, just inside the 40, actually, of Pope. So first down for the Walton Raiders. Down under 9 minutes now. Still trailing by 17. White drops back, has time, goes down the middle, and that one is overthrown, intended for Bailey Wolf, I believe. Really hard to pick up these blue numbers on the black jerseys.
Bailey Wolf is incomplete. Second down and 10.
White drops back. He is going to throw on the move, and he completes it over on the sideline. Well short of a first down, though. It's going to be third down.
Bailey Wolf short of a first down. It's third.
Let's see, third down and about 4. Walton goes on the road next week to take on the Woodstock Wolverines. White on third down will complete it for a first down inside the 30, and out of bounds goes Wolf. I think it's Wolf. Might have been Jack Haas, or I'm sorry, Cole Watts. So Watts makes the first down reception. And we got a injured Greyhound, but he pops up pretty quickly. Great shot by our camera crew there. Right on the spot. That was Hunter Poole, the injured Greyhound, but he's all right. He does have to come out for a play, though. So the first down will give the Raiders the football at the Pope 28-yard line, 27-yard line. Down under 8 minutes now left to play. Walton's got to score quickly and then score again. That pass is complete, and they get it. The ball comes out at the end of the play. A flag comes in also, and I'm wondering, that flag, the way it came in, might be like a face mask or something. That ball stayed in the air for a long time. That always makes me nervous when the ball stays in the air that long. The official is going to wave off the flag. So I mentioned next Friday night, the 10th of October, the Raiders on the road at Woodstock before returning to Raider Valley on the 17th. And that game will be against the Milton Eagles. And Milton winning big tonight against Etowah. White rolls out right side, looking into the end zone. He's got Letton. Is it Letton for the touchdown? It is a touchdown. And trying to see who it is. It's so hard to see these numbers. Here's the replay. Josh White rolls out and finds Sam Letton in the end zone for the touchdown. So this reminds me of one of my favorite lines from Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying there's a chance. The kick is up, and it is good. So Walton is back to within 10, 38-28, 7:25 left to play, fourth quarter.
Randall with the extra point. Good for the Raiders. 38-28 is your score. 7:25 left in the quarter.
Is it too early to break out the onside kick? I guess we're going to find out here in just a moment. Looks like Pope has some hands guys up on the front line just in case. All right, they're telling them to kick it deep is what it looked like from the sideline. And they do. And the kick comes down at the 15. And on the return that time for the Greyhounds was Patrick Burke. So Pope will have the football first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, Pope from the 25-yard line.
Going to give you some scores from Region 1 down in South Georgia. Valdosta leading Camden County 13-10 in the fourth quarter. It is Lee County on top of Tift County 24-21. That one's in the third quarter. Colquitt County leading Lowndes 38-27 in the fourth quarter. Interesting thing about all the Region 1 teams coming into tonight's action is every single one of them was undefeated. Pope goes to the air, and they've got it complete to Burke. And Burke is dragged down immediately after a short pickup.
Receives the pass from Taylor Wolf, tackle short gain by K.K. Brooks from 10. Second and 7 for the Greyhounds.
South Cobb leading Pebblebrook 35-21. That one is in the fourth quarter. And if you've been paying attention to the stories in the newspaper recapping high school football games, you'll know that the South Cobb quarterback is having an amazing season. Khalil Carter is his name, and possibly having a very good night again tonight. There is a ball that is almost intercepted, and Wolf was hit as he was throwing the football. It looked like it was Garrett Eldred getting the pressure on him.
Throws by number 7, Garrett Eldred. Pass is incomplete, third down.
Now we'll see if we can get our associate producers to give us a replay on that one. That was a outstanding job. Here it is right here. There's Garrett Eldred on the blitz, putting the pressure on, and the ball almost intercepted, trying to get the number of the defender who almost came up with the interception. Might have been Amani Parker, but I'm not sure. So here we go. Big third down for this Walton defense. Third and about 7. They will hand it off to Brian Terry, and he's hit and driven back, and it's going to be fourth down. He might have gotten a yard, but I don't even think he got that much. The Raiders got to be careful with this stuff after the whistle. Don't get baited into committing any penalties. You cannot give them any kind of breaks. Got a chance to get the football back here, fourth down and 6. And the Greyhounds do send on the punting unit. So here we go. 6 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, rather. It is Brooks back deep to receive the punt. The kick is away. Brooks will take it at the 40-yard line, and he'll dive forward to the 44. Very dangerous fielding of the punt that time by Brooks. But Walton has the football. They'll mark it at the 43, actually. 5:43 left to go. And does this Walton football team have any magic in them? We will find out. I mentioned that Wheeler game from a year ago where Walton was down by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. They came back to tie it, send it into overtime, and ended up winning that football game. And they're going to need a similar effort here tonight. There is White looking downfield. He's got to hold on to the football. Got hit from behind. The ball's loose. It's on the ground. Pope thinks they have it. White had protection for a moment. It broke down, and Pope has the football. White got hit from behind. The ball came loose. You see K.K. Brooks come up and pick up the blitz, but then he forgot about him and let him go. And I think K.K. Brooks might have thought the ball was already out. White held on to it for a while, though. And the ball gets stripped away, and the Pope Greyhounds have a break. Wheeler is leading Roswell in the fourth quarter, 21-13. Milton defeats Etowah. That's a final, 37-12. Here we go. They hand it off to Brian Terry. Terry is going to be dropped for a loss. So Pope, like I said before, very content to just keep the football on the ground here, run as much clock as possible. You know, I'm sure they'd love to get first downs if they can, but that's not really their big concern right now. They want time to come off that clock. So they will line up. 2nd down and 12 now with the ball spotted at the Walton 40. Harrison trying to make a comeback. They trail North Paulding 35-28. That ball is complete out to the right side. That is, I believe, Carson Day. Gets it inside the Walton 35 to the 33. And it's going to be 3rd down. McEachern has increased their lead on Marietta. It's now 34-16. It says 3rd quarter. There is still time for the Walton Raiders, but they've got to get a stop here on 3rd down. 3rd and about 5. In fact, a turnover would be fantastic. They are looking, and it's complete to the right side. That is Day on the reception. He does not come up with first down yardage. It's going to be 4th down.
Pass complete to Carson Day, tackled by Garrett Eldred and Amani Parker. Short of the first down.
Really makes sense for Pope to just go for it here. They run a play, they're going to run another, 30 or so seconds off the clock minimum. And like I said, that's their main concern right now. Let's take time off that clock. They run it all the way down, and now they'll call a timeout.
Timeout.
3:36 left to go in the football game. Raiders trail the Greyhounds by 10. And Pope has a 4th down and 3 from the Walton 31-yard line. All right, here we go. 4th down and 3. See if Pope maybe goes for the quick kick here. They'll send Carson Day in motion. They hand it off to Brian Terry. Brian Terry is, I think, going to have enough for a first down as he dove over the top there, and they will, in fact, move the chains. And it is a Pope Greyhound first down, and we've got another injured Raider down on the field. And it might be Amani Parker. He's really been trying to tough it out here tonight. I believe it is Amani Parker. And slowly getting to his feet, trying to limp off the field, goes right back down.
Looks like it's senior Amani Parker.
He's going to need some help getting off the field. He keeps trying to do it on his own, but
Let's hear it from Amani Parker.
Amani Parker, now he's running off the field. One of only 12 seniors on this Walton 2014 roster. That is about as small as of a senior class as you'll see in the 6A classification. This team is very junior and sophomore heavy. Down under 3.5 minutes now left to play in the football game. So first down and 10 for the Greyhounds. They'll hand it off to Day. Day goes around the right end and gets knocked out of bounds over there, short of a first down.
Carson Day carries the ball around the right side to the 20-yard line, second down.
Second down and 4. Handoff goes up the middle, and that's going to be good enough for another first down inside the 15. It's Carson Day on the carry. So barring a major miracle here, Pope will win their first football game of the season. They lead it by 10 now with 2:42 left to go in the football game, and they've got first down and 10 inside the Walton 15. There is Carson Day with the football again inside the 10, and he's going to be dragged down at the 8-yard line. And this is the time of night when you can expect this sort of thing. Flags come in after the play. It's right about now when these two teams get sick and tired of dealing with each other on every play. We're going to have a personal foul against the Raiders.
Personal foul against the Raiders. Puts the ball on the 2-yard line for Pope.
So the ball now spotted at the 2-yard line, down under 2.5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Raiders need a turnover. They cannot give up any more points and expect to have a chance to win this football game. Day takes the handoff, cuts it back to the middle, and he's across the goal line for another Pope touchdown. Well, when you take a football team that only has 12 seniors to begin with, and then you start adding injuries into the mix, this kind of thing can happen. The extra point is blocked, so the score will stay Pope 44, Walton 28.
Extra point is blocked by Jason Rooks. Score remains 44-28.
.221 left to go. I mean, it's just about to the point where Walton's going to have to score on the kickoff return here, get the ball back on an onside kick, score on the first play after that. I mean, just to even have any kind of a chance. Pope leading by 16 right now. The kick is away. It's going to be a squib kick picked up by Garrett Eldred at the 20-yard line, and he will be tackled at the 32. So Walton will have it 1st and 10 with 2:16 left to go. White's got to watch out. Had pressure coming from behind. He's going for Sam Letton. Letton makes the catch and promptly steps out of bounds. Play took a long time to develop because Sam Letton came from the far side of the field, came all the way across the field, made this reception right on the sideline, and steps out of bounds at the 44-yard line of Pope. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left to play. White, again, this time going down the middle. It is intended for Bailey Wolf. Looked like he kind of got dragged down from behind prior to the ball getting there, but no flag comes in. Now Wolf gets up limping. Here's your replay, and you'll see Bailey Wolf try to come back to the ball, and the defender kind of had to sort of reach over him a little bit, but the officials didn't see enough to warrant a flag. So right at 2 minutes left to go, 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders from the 44 of Pope. White going for it all once again. This is Taquar Stewart wide open, but he's overthrown. Josh White had Taquar Stewart all alone, and he overthrew him by just a tad. You'll see the replay here. Taquar Stewart trying to track it down right at the goal line, but it's just a bit overthrown. And so now it's 3rd down and 10. Walton's having to play a number of guys both ways due to the significant injury situation. Taquar Stewart, one of those guys. White completes it, and it is going to be, I believe, good enough for a 1st down. Let's see where they mark this one. That was Letton on the reception. No, it's going to be short. So 4th down, 1:49 left to play. Pope's student section has been into this game all night long. And that ball is caught by Taquar Stewart. He made a tremendous reception for the 1st down, had to go up high to grab it, was hit immediately and able to hang on to it. So it's good enough for a 1st down, and that'll move the chains.
Like Keegan Phipps on the coverage that time.
1 minute, 42 seconds left to go. White flushed out of the pocket, rolling out left side, sets up to throw. He's going for the end zone. He's got a man well covered in the back of the end zone, and the flag comes in. And could this be I was thinking maybe it could be offensive pass interference because it looked like the defender had better position. You'll see the replay here as White gets flushed out of the pocket left side, sets up to throw, off balance, throws it into the end zone, and I'm wondering who are they going to call this against? I think people automatically assume it's on the defense, but it's going to go against Bailey Wolf. I thought that was a possibility. And it looked like the kind of play where you really didn't even need to throw a flag. Minimal contact. But, you know, when the flag came in, my initial thought right away was offensive pass interference. So the penalty will move the Raiders back to the 47.5-yard line. White completes it to Taquar Stewart. Got to get out of bounds, Taquar. He lunged for the sideline and didn't get there.
White's pass complete to Jaquar Stewart. He's out of bounds at the 30.
They do call him out of bounds. See the replay here. Taquar once again goes up high to make the grab. He fights for the little bit of yards that he can get and then dives for the sideline. 1:21 left to go. White again is going to go for the end zone. And that ball is going to be incomplete, and a flag comes in, and we're going to have pass interference this time on the defense. Taquar Stewart had the defender beat this time. And you'll see the replay here as White loads up, goes deep into the end zone, and Taquar Stewart basically gets tackled as he's trying to make the reception.
The 15-yard penalty, not an automatic first down. Let's see. It's second and short for the Raiders.
So second down and less than a yard for Walton. 1 minute, 14 seconds remain here. Raiders trailing by 16. They score a touchdown, you know they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. They need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. Pass is complete, a tackle is broken, and getting out of bounds inside the 10-yard line for the Raiders. I believe it might have been Taquar Stewart. We'll see the replay here as White rolls out to the left, completes it to Taquar at the 15. He breaks a tackle and heads upfield and is able to get out of bounds to stop the clock with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining. First down and goal for the Raiders. White looks left. It's complete for a touchdown to Sam Letton. So Sam Letton has his 3rd touchdown reception of the night. He came into the ball game with 1 touchdown reception in each game so far this season for a total of 5. He's now got 8 TD catches. So Walton will line up and attempt the 2-point conversion. Got to get this one, and then got to get an onside kick. 1 minute, 1 second remain. Walton loads up to the right side. Josh White will run it in, and he's into the end zone as he dives over the attempted tackle. And the 2-point conversion is good. Walton is within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion of tying this football game. 44-36 with 1 minute, 1 second left to go. You've heard me whining and complaining all night long about the injury situation. One of the injuries is to the young man who started the season as the kicker, and that's Chris Jensen. So Walton is going with backup kickers here. They've done a fine job, but now they've got to execute an onside kick. We'll see which one it is. Looks like it might be Matt Fitzpatrick. So hard to see those numbers. It's either 96 or 98. 98. So this is Johnny Randall. Pope's got just about everybody up. And they're all hands guys. Randall gets his foot into it. The ball takes that bounce that it needs to, and Pope has it. So Pope comes away with the football, and Walton's going to have to somehow get a strip if they can. They do have 3 timeouts remaining. So we'll see Walton pull out all the stops here. They'll use up all 3 of those timeouts. Try to stretch this game out as long as possible. You know, the Pope coaching staff over there preaching ball security right now. Hillgrove beat North Cobb tonight. 28-7 was the final score there. There is the snap. Carson Day bobbles it. Walton should have the football. It's still loose. Who came up with it? I think Pope was able to get back on the football. The ball was on the ground for a couple of seconds. You'll see Carson Day bobble it. The first man dives right past it, and Pope is able to scramble and get back on top of that football. Exactly what you needed to have happen, and Walton not able to get on top of the football. That is an opportunity lost right there. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 14. 2nd and 13, rather. And that is a pretty dumb penalty right there. I think the Raider defender was trying to time his blitz, and he timed it very, very badly. And that was Christian Sullivan, I believe. And for that, all you get is an offside penalty. Yeah, the more I think about it, it's really not that bad of a penalty, especially if it's only 5 yards. He was just trying to I'm going to get this out right. Trying to time it perfectly. And trying to time his blitz perfectly to the snap of the football. He just happened to mistime it pretty badly. Now they called the offsides, but then they also call a personal foul. Didn't see that at first, so as it turns out, it is a bad penalty. (44-36) is the score. Walton trails by 8. Less than a minute left to go. Pope has already put the football on the turf once during this possession. They were able to get back on top of it. Walton needs to force that to happen again here. They will keep it on the ground to Terry, and Terry goes down immediately in the backfield, and Walton's probably going to have to use another timeout here. 47 seconds left to go. What really hurt about that penalty was the personal foul, giving Pope an automatic first down. It's not necessarily the yards. It was that first down, because now Walton. Scoreboard says 2 timeouts. Now it says 1. There we go. So Walton with only 1 timeout left to play, and Pope's going to be able to run the clock out unless the Raiders can force a turnover. It's as simple as that. Second down and 14 for the Greyhounds. Pistol snap is low. They get the handoff to, I believe it's Brian Terry. Falls forward for a couple of yards, and Walton just used their final timeout. 3rd down and long. Scoreboard still showing Wheeler 21, Roswell 13. That would shake things up a bit here in Region 5. Cherokee 28, Woodstock 14. That one showing a third quarter score. These scores have got to be updated more by now. Colquitt defeated Lowndes tonight 45-27. So they will remain unbeaten on the year. Lowndes picks up their first loss. Kids managing to still have a good time here tonight, despite what appears to be a Walton loss. Not over yet. The handoff is up the middle. He's tackled for no gain, but the clock is going to roll, and Walton cannot stop it.
Terry tackled by Davis Pigeon and Bennett Wilson.
So Pope will.
Fourth down.
Don't even think they need to punt the football.
Raiders cannot stop the
They might have to run a play, but makes no sense to punt it away. They will line up to take the snap here. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds remaining. Pope's going to have to snap the football. 6, 5. They'll run it all the way down and maybe take a delay of game penalty, and they do. So 1 second remains on the clock. And the only thing the Raiders can hope for here is a fumble recovery for a touchdown. As I mentioned before, Walton will be at Woodstock next week before returning the following Friday to Raider Valley to take on the Milton Eagles. Both of those will be Region 5 matchups. Milton was a big winner tonight over Etowah, 37-12. And Woodstock was taken out by Cherokee tonight. Woodstock taken out behind the woodshed, 42-21. The final in that one, Cherokee a winner. So they put a couple of seconds back on the clock. And now I think Pope is going to call timeout. It is officially over a 3-hour game. North Paulding leading Harrison 35-28, as I said. Still not saying it's a final. Wheeler still leading Roswell 21-13. Again, still not listed as a final there. McEachern 34, Marietta 16. That one says third quarter. Like I said, a lot of these scores not updated. In fact, the scoreboard I'm looking at is showing Pope leading Walton 38-21 in the third, so we know that's not right. All right, here we go. 3 seconds left to go in the football game. Pope will snap the football. And as I said, Walton can pretty much just hope for a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And we got flags that come in. And is this going to be another delay of game? No, it's going to be an illegal procedure penalty against the Greyhounds. So I think there was just some confusion there. They heard a whistle. Didn't realize what it was. It was the official letting them know that it's time to go ahead and snap the football. And there was some movement on the line of scrimmage. So the ball is spotted at the Walton 47.5-yard line. 4th down and long. None of that matters. What matters is if Pope can hang on to the football or not. He's going to take the snap and run back and fall down. And that's probably a smart play. Pope wins the football game. 44-38 is the final. That's their first win of the season. And it was a big first half by the Greyhounds. Walton defensively was just not able to stop that Pope offense. And it was mainly the passing game. Most of the damage done through the air by the Pope Greyhounds. Walton had no answer for that defensively as the two teams shake hands here at midfield. And Pope gets their first win, as I mentioned. Walton will be on the road next week. Make sure you turn in to the Mo Dixon Show next week as Kurt Schreiner and Coach Dixon will recap this football game and preview the road contest at Woodstock. And we'll have another Raider Vision broadcast for you the following Friday right here from Raider Valley as Walton hosts the Milton Eagles. Thanks to all the crew, Pete English, and all the cameramen, everyone who chipped in tonight to make this broadcast possible for you folks. I'm Tim Burns saying good night, and we will see you all next time.